Okay guys, I'm back. Now for the top part, as you can see, I do have on fresh clean gloves. I don't like touching raw meat with my bare hands. I just don't. So I'm just gonna go ahead with my clean gloves, dig in the butter. I'm gonna rub it in just to warm it up a little bit. Just enough for it to kind of melt. Okay? Just enough for it to melt, guys. You see? It's nice and melted. And I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just rub all over the chicken. Rub all of the butter onto the chicken. The part that will be exposed to the air. Okay, guys? I'm going to go ahead and massage that butter on in there. And while doing so, I'm also going to baste the inner part where the head and the neck is connected. And I'm also going to baste the bottom half where the tail is. Just a little, you know, rub a little bit inside of there. Not being too shabby about the butter. And it is non-salted butter with zero, what is it? Let me see. It's non-salted calcium and vitamin D infused butter. Okay. Now give me just one moment and I'm going to change my gloves again. Okay, guys? Okay, just a moment here while I put on my new pair of gloves. Okay, now that we have that situated, I am going to go ahead. I'm going to take just a palm full of seasonings. I got my cayenne pepper. I have my badaya, dehydrated vegetable seasoning. I have my garlic powder. And I'm going to put lemon pepper instead of the seasoned salt on the inside, guys. I'm just going to give that just a little swirl, just to blend it a little. Matter of fact, here, how about I do this? Sift it from side to side just to mix it up. Okay? And it's going to look like that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to baste the inside of the chicken. I have some in both hands. This is for the head and I'm going to insert this part in the tail. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. And I'm going to just stick as much as my hand in there as I possibly can. And I'm going to season it. Okay? Season the inside of your chicken. Do not forget that part. That also plays a major role in flavoring. And on this end, which is the tail, I'm going to go ahead, push back the skin a little bit, and I'm going to insert that seasoning off of my hand into it. And I'm going to rub it around. Okay, guys? Don't be too shy. Get on in there and season that buddy on up. And it should be fine. Okay, with doing so, I'm just going to take the remainder of my seasoning that's on my hands and just rub it over the chicken. Not that it really makes a big of a difference, really too much anyway. So, with that being said, I'm going to change my gloves again because now I have to season the outside of the chicken. Okay, got my new pair of gloves going. And I have my Badaya seasoning, in which I showed you guys earlier. It's really good. It's really good. It's 0 grams of cholesterol, 90 milligrams of sodium. It has no total carbs. It has no fiber, no sugars, no protein. As I said before, it's a pretty healthy seasoning, number one. And number two, it is dehydrated vegetables. So, I mean, what can you expect, you know, from a dehydrated vegetable? It's healthy. And it's pretty darn good. And particularly, I use this seasoning just about on everything. Like if I'm grilling, if I'm frying something, if I'm baking, definitely I use it when I bake. But like on my ribs and things of that nature, not so much. I basically use it like on my chicken. I use it on my steaks, you know, things of that nature. So, enough of the Badaya. I'm going to use lemon pepper on the outer part as well, just to give it a little bit of that zing flavor, you know. And the flavor I'm aiming for today on this rotisserie chicken is going to be more like a garlic, butter, herby, lemon type of flavor. Okay? And as I said before, guys, don't be shy with the seasoning. You have to think. All this has to marinate within, you know, the chicken itself. So don't be afraid to get in there. Cayenne pepper. Just a dash. Not too much. And then you have your garlic powder. Okay? Now, I'm not going to be too shy about the garlic powder. Garlic, after all, is a healthy substance to digest. It's very healthy for your immune system. It's packed with antioxidants and all of that other good stuff, guys. So don't be afraid of your garlic powder and your cayenne pepper. Do not. So, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of, you know, massage that on in there. Get all of those good seasonings, you know, to seep within the skin. And if you want, you can go underneath the skin if you're able to, and go right on top of the meat and massage those, you know, flavors on in there. So as for me now, I know I said I was going to put the whole garlic inside of the chicken, but I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and just shove it right underneath the thin layer of the skin. I'm going to shove it in there as much as possible. I have one directly underneath the wing on the opposite side, and I'm going to shove another one in just to show you guys. Okay? See? Underneath the skin, right on top of the meat. Here's the garlic clove, and I'm going to shove it just before the under part of the wing. And then I have a bigger garlic clove that I am going to actually cut in half, and I'm going to shove it towards the back part of them. Okay, guys? And doing this, it will give it more flavor. And not only will it give it more flavor, but it'll also help, I guess you can say, tenderize it a little bit more. And then the other half, I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of find a spot to shove it in. If I could seem to find one. Okay. I got that one underneath them. And I'm going to take the other one and shove it underneath the drumstick as well. Okay. Now, we've got that taken care of. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take the whole onion I showed you guys earlier, and I'm going to just shove them right into the chicken. Right in the center. Okay, guys? Right there. I'm going to put this in the oven on 450 degrees for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'm going to turn my oven down to 400 degrees and bake it for another 45 minutes. And I'll be back with the results. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon.